Alright, hello everybody, my name is EK and welcome back to a bit more RuneScape. So, I was thinking I can go do some quests, which obviously I do want to do. But we've just been questing a little bit. And as much as I really enjoy that, I do want to mix it up on occasion. So what I want to do today, at least at the start, is I want to start with a lot of skilling. So I want to level a bit of my combat skills, preferably to level 10 plus. I'm thinking about doing some mining, some smithing, and maybe look into getting some better gear for myself as well. Because obviously that's a very big part of the progression, and having to smith my own gear sounds really fun to me. I have been told by the comments that the best way to level is to level strength first. And the reason for that is that, as I guessed, or as I saw, I guess, the strength determines your hits. It says so here, your strength level determines your max hit in combat. Whenever you hit your opponent, you will deal a random amount of damage up to your max hit. Which means that by leveling your strength, you hit more in general, which will then mean you can more quickly level your other ones because they're going to be scaling off your strength hitting hard. So strength, in this case, is leveling with slash. I like how we actually do a slash animation as well, where we do select slash. That is quite fitting. So yeah, I'm just gonna go grind this for a bit. I think I'll just, there we go, level 6. I think I'll just go a bit ham on this, grind this until level 10. And then swap over to attack and swap over to defense, I guess, to be able to level them all to level 10 at least. And the reason I'm here at the cows, by the way, is just because these guys don't hit me a lot, so I can just keep on fighting. And I think it's really smart, because other mobs will hit me and there'll be more downtime. I'll have to prepare food and stuff, which is not a problem. But I think this is just much easier, so I can just heal up between the fights. And even if I do need to cook something, they drop meat, so I can use that meat to just cook and heal myself up. Which I guess is why everyone's at the cows, right? There we go. Level 7 strength. Strength 8. Oh, the game has also congratulated me for reaching a total level of 125. So I'm assuming every 25 levels, I'm gonna get a bit of a congratulations message, which is nice, it's friendly. Thank you, game. Strength level 9. Oh, that was my first 3 hit, I think. Nice. Prayer level 4 as well. You can now use the prayer burst of strength. Hold on, what is... Oh, combat level 11 as well. What is burst of strength? Let me go into my prayer tab. And... Burst of strength increases your strength by 5%. So this was defense. This is 5% more strength, which does drain 1 point per 36 seconds. So I think it's quite hard to upkeep prayer in the early levels. But I guess, you know, if you have like 40 points, or, you know, more if you have like high level prayer, then upkeeping it becomes a lot easier. But for now, like, I feel like, you know, I can have it on for like 2 minutes and then I have to run back. So I guess I only start caring about it later, but I do want to level it because I will care about it at some point. And at that point, I will need to have the points to be able to use them. Alright, anyway, back to grinding. Oh, speaking of grinding, I'm about... There we go. Strength is now level 10. You can now wield black warhammers. Wait, warhammers? Are those things? I can't remember those. The warhammers. Okay, interesting. I am going to level attack, and I might level defense. I guess I'll see. But first, let's level attack to level 10. Oh, hit points level 14 as well. Great. And this next cow. There we go. Attack level 9. It's nice to see all these pop-ups coming in back to back. You know, one of the things that is really making me enthusiastic to play this game right now is the fact that I don't know what is optimal. Because very often, you know, you'll be playing these games and you know what you're doing. And you will just choose to not do like 80% of the game's content because you know you'd rather focus on 20% because that's most efficient. But I currently don't know what my goals are. Like, you know, I set mini goals for myself. Like, you know, I want to hit level 10 on these combat skills. So it's a nice mini goal. But am I doing something efficient? I have no idea. Should I do this? I have no idea. What will it give me in the end? I mean, I guess I have a rough idea, but... Oh, level 10. There we go. Combat level is 12 as well. You know, might as well, if I'm here anyway, you know, might as well continue and get the defense to level 10 as well. It's only 3 more levels. And then I guess we'll go for the John. I also probably in the meantime, once this is full, I will quickly go ahead and cook all of this, which will probably give me like 1 or 2 more cooking levels as well. So we're leveling all things at once. You know, it's all combat skills at once. We're leveling the cooking thing. We're leveling wood cutting. We're leveling prayer. Like, there's so much stuff going on here. And I love how it just all kind of works together. Like, you don't have to just focus on one thing. You can level so many things kind of together. But I guess you can prioritize which one you really care about by, you know, investing the time more precisely if you want to. Like, I could just choose not to pick these ones up, so I wouldn't have to go cook, but I like to just go ham on leveling everything a little bit, because it's fun. All right, a full inventory of beef. Let's go make a fire on top of the cowhide and cook as many as we can. Here we go. There we go, cooking level 12. Members can now cook thin snails and spicy crunchies. I don't know what a spicy crunchy is, but it does sound delicious. I mean, we've definitely become a better cook, you know? We are not burning as much meat anymore. Like, at the start, we had like 1 successful one, and then like a lot of failed ones. Now it's mostly successful ones. Cooking level 13. The members can now cook scrambled eggs. Ooh, delicious. There we go. The entire inventory is full. I can just ditch the burnt meat, I guess. And I don't know if there's any point to keeping the cooked meat, but whatever, it's fine. We just keep on hitting things. This guy says, need 2 more people to follow me that are new and or poor. Well, I don't know what he wants to do, but I am not joining him. I am going to keep on doing my own thing. But I guess getting free stuff in this game is extremely easy. Like, I have to actively reject people from giving me things. You know, everyone's like, please, let me give you something. Come on. Go. Wait, was there a mithril arrow? I guess someone just shot it, right? Yeah, there must have been someone shooting it. There we go. Defense level 8. So it also says your defense level determines how likely you are to block enemy attacks. Chances of this happening increase with your level, but be careful, you are never guaranteed to block every attack. Okay, defense level 9, 1 more level to go. So it seems black armor can only be gotten from vendors, I think. But I kind of like the idea that maybe John gives it to me. I haven't actually checked it, and I guess I could, but I'm going to head there anyway in like 2 minutes. Because I don't really like getting the rewards from him, but the black stuff kind of feels like it's this intermediary thing which I can't craft myself anyway. So it'd be nice if I get some black gear. So I can rock black gear, and then I can maybe make the next tier myself. Which I guess in this case would be like steel if I don't think I'm wearing full steel yet, right? I'm wearing like partial steel. Yeah, this is iron. Oh, it's a black cape, I guess, but I don't think that's like part of the black gear. We do have a steel medium helm. Okay, here we go. So we just level to 10. Our combat level is level 13. We'll finish off this one mob. Then I will empty the inventory, and I'll see you guys at Adventurer John. Alright, let's see which adventure paths we have completed. I think it's a fair amount of them. So, what can I do for you? Well, we are here to claim some adventure path rewards. You have completed getting a grip on it. You receive 1 black longsword. So I'm kind of happy about that, as I talked about. You have completed building muscle. You receive 5 trout and 1 strength potion. You completed sticks and stones. You receive 1 steel chain body. And you completed getting started with magic. You receive 50 mind runes and 75 water runes and 1 staff of air. You've completed striking a pose. You receive 250 mind runes and 250 air runes and 1 staff of earth. Damn, that's a ton of rewards. But you know what? I feel like the rewards aren't so insane that they bypass progression. Like, these are just going to allow me to level magic a bit more freely. This one, I wouldn't have been able to craft myself anyway, so I guess I would have been able to buy it off a store, but I think this is, like, more rewarding than buying it off a store, right? Like, this is at least earning it in some way. So let's see, I get 4 more stab, 4 more slash. So slash goes up. Wait, now I have chop and lunge. Wait, is it some different kind of... Hold on. Stab and stab. Which one's... Which one is stab? So I'm not sure how that works, really. Hold on, let me go to my worn equipment right now and my equipment stats. So I have stab slash crush. Stab slash crush. Wait, target specific, undead and slayer. I guess it's to do with the slayer thing. The slayer, like, skill. So it's stab slash crush. So I guess this is slash stab, crush. I feel like these are... Yeah, this is stab. Okay, controlled stab. Oh, okay, okay. So I guess the way it... So they're both slashing attacks. Wait, does this mean that the slash and the chop are both slashing attacks, and thus they are being boosted by my slash modifier? Increases your chance of hitting successfully when you attack. Wait, so it's hitting successfully? Does that mean it's just an accuracy modifier, or is it also like a damage modifier? I'm also assuming damage, but the way it's written, it feels like it's accuracy. And this is increases your max hit when ranging. Increases your max hit from melee. Okay, interesting. Anyway, we now have a cool looking black sword. Once again, just a reskin, but hey, it is fine. We also get the steel chain body, which gives us a lot more defensive stuff. There we go. Once again, cool recolor. We're just a bit brighter now, but you know, at least it makes our sword pop a bit more, you know? Like, brighter colored armor means the sword pops more, I guess, in contrast. So what exactly are these staves? So we have a staff of earth and we have a staff of air. They are almost identical. They have very small differences. But I think I only care about the magic part. And they have the same plus 11 magic. So I think they're roughly identical in terms of their stats. But now I'm wondering, guys, and this is some place where I truly don't know how this works. I don't think it's explained anywhere. I could go to the wiki, and I will, you know, use the wiki, but only if I can't in the end figure it out. But you know, I like to try and figure things out myself if I can. So the staff of earth, my guess would be, and staff with air like the same way. I'm assuming it means that when I wear this staff, and it looks kind of cool, by the way, I kind of like it. I'm assuming when I use these, I guess the staff of earth is technically slightly stronger, even if it's just the physical like hitting, which you don't really care about, I think, but it is stronger. I feel like it might impact wind strike and earth strike. Is that a thing? Is it a thing, guys? Like, if I'm wearing an air staff, do my air abilities deal more damage? Also, what does it mean? It says Earth Strike, it requires 300 mind, 250 air, but then it requires a little star too. It's like I have an infinite amount of them. Or do I have none of them? I guess that means I have none of them, right? But then why wouldn't it be red or something? Like over here. What does it mean? Jewelry enchantment. View the various jewelry enchantment spell. Jewelry level 1 enchant. For use on sapphire and opal jewelry. Is it like permanent enchanting of stuff? That's interesting. Alright, anyway. We have them unlocked. I don't know what to do with them yet. I guess by the time this video comes out, I probably will have made a lot more progress. Just for reference, once again, tomorrow I'm uploading part 4, which is where we're starting the questing, and I think this is part 10. So I'm nice on track at making sure I'm at least 1 week ahead of you guys to never have downtime in content. Also, we have this strength potion, which I can only presume gives us a temporary bonus to our strength to push it to 14, as it says. And it's going to allow us to level it a bit quicker because we're hitting a bit more, which means that we should level it, well, quicker. So I guess it's kind of nice to have that if I'm going to be leveling my strength. Also, guys, today it was the first, like, proper sunny day. You know, not just like spring sunny where you're like, you know, you can be in a shirt outside, but, you know, if the wind comes over, it's going to still be a bit chilly. This was the first, like, proper day where I was sitting in the sun, in shorts, in, you know, like, short-sleeved upper clothing, yes, short-sleeved upper clothing. That's how we call things nowadays. And it was just like, it was actually warm. At some point I was like, do I even want to be in the sun at this point? Like, it felt like 25, 26 degrees or something. I was just reading a book on my e-reader, and oh, I love it, guys. There's something so fun about that start of the spring, you know, like moving into early summer where you're still happy stuff is warm and you're not dying because the warmth is too much, but like that early like those first rays of sunshine. Yeah, I had a very pleasant day today. I had to work, but fortunately I had the ability to, I had to do some like administrative work, which I can do outside. Not for like very long because the laptop doesn't, you know, work for hours and hours and hours of the charger. But yeah, I had some time to spend in the sun outside, and then after work I decided to continue sitting there, and yeah, I had a very, very good day. I hope you guys are having good weather wherever you may live as well. But here it was very nice today, very nice. I hope any more of those days are to come. Unfortunately though, tomorrow there's going to be rain. So that means more time to sit here and record, which is always a bonus. Alright, on to my next objective. Let's do a bit of mining, get a nice stock, and do some smithing, and also get those skills up to at least level 10 if I can. I always like standing in these kind of areas where there's one to your left, one to your right, so you can, oh, level 8 as well, so you can just swap back and forth between them, because these respawn extremely quickly. I feel like back in the day they didn't. I feel like I had to like run around a lot more, and there was a lot more respawn timer on them. But maybe they changed that, guys, because I feel like I wasn't just able to stand in one spot. But maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm misremembering, like a lot of things. Guys, these unicorns always struck me as so out of place. A horse with a horn. Like, why are there unicorns here? I don't know why, but for some reason they always struck me as extremely out of place. Avast there, EK. Captain Arnav. Hello? I know something you should... Something? Hold on. Hello? Ah, hello there, laddie. I just dug up an old treasure chest of mine. Oh, wait. Is this the... Yes, I'll help you unlock your chest. Okay. It's the thing again with the... So, bowl... And... Wait, that's not bowl. Is it just like... Jumping back and forth on occasion? I just want to have the ball, okay? Stay at the ball. Thank you. Then the ring. And then the coins are these. And unlock. There we go. And we get one more gold ring. But we already have a gold ring. Do I care about this gold ring? I can examine it. It's not very expensive. You know what? I don't know if I care about this. Honestly, guys, maybe I care about it. But, you know, I want to have space. I want to have space for ore, guys. So go away with your ring. Maybe it's useful. Maybe it's not. It's on the floor right now. But I need to mine. There we go. Level 9. One more level to go. Oh, and yesterday I talked about having like 596 subscribers or something like that. And now I'm at 603, guys. It's just, it keeps going up. Thank you. I guess I should probably put everything in my bank and then equip the pickaxe. Because by equipping the pickaxe, I remove it from my inventory and I have more spaces to be running back and forth. I'm assuming there's not a bonus to having it equipped while you're mining, right? There isn't like a, you mine better when you're wielding the pickaxe as opposed to just being in your inventory. Don't think there is anything like that. But if there is, let me know. Alright, I'm gonna go deposit this, and I'll be back for another round. Alright, the inventory is empty again, and this is perfect. This is tin and copper next to each other in this little thing. There we go, level 10. Members can now mine size 1 stars. Wait, you can stars? Interesting. Alright, so yeah, I can just swing back and forth between these two and then run back to Varrock again. This is chill. I know I said it before, but I'm a little bit sad that I've been gifted this much gear. Now, like, throwing the gear away also feels kind of bad. You know, like, because it is a gear that I got and it's gear that I've been using. So, like, downgrading my gear on purpose doesn't feel that great. But I kind of wish that I would be excited to go and smith in a bit. Like, I'm excited to go smithing because, like, I have nostalgia for it. But I would love to think, hey, I can make, like, higher tier bronze stuff, which I can use. And, oh my god, you know, if I level, like, a bit more tonight, then I can, you know, I can make iron. And I can get an iron longsword or something. Or, like, an iron dagger or whatever. And, like, I want to be excited to get iron. But I think I'm almost full iron already. And I'm moving on to steel right now. And steel's, like, early 30s into, like, early 40s. Into late 40s even. Like, I would have to get to, like, 48 to be able to upgrade my gear with smithing. Oh, you can now mine with black pickaxes. Now, how do I get upgraded axes and pickaxes and stuff as well, by the way? Because I was looking into smithing, and I guess you can't make it here, right? Because I'm trying to figure out, like, can I make, like, a bronze pickaxe here? And unless I'm completely blind, you can make axes. So, you know, something cool to look forward to might be the steel axe at level 31 if I don't have it at that point, but I'll probably have it at that point. But I don't see any way to make pickaxes. So I'll have to find some other way to, like, do I buy them? See, the thing is, I don't want to buy them off the auction house, right? You know, I want to be able to get them in-game somewhere. Preferably not a vendor, but preferably some, like, self-crafting method. But I'll have to find out if there's a way like that. Alright, there we go. Mining is level 12. Another inventory full of ores. Alright, so I have 46 tin ore and 46 copper ore, which, as far as I'm aware, makes 46 bronze bars. And the way you do it is not the way that I did it as a kid, apparently. The way I did it as a kid was I would go and I would mine, I would then run over to an anvil or to like a furnace, then I would run over to an anvil, then I would smith it, then I would run over back to the mining area. Which is what I did in the second video as well, I believe, but that wasn't really because of efficiency, that was just because I wanted to see how the systems worked again. But now that I'm, you know, I'm not trying to say that I'm going to go full on efficiency, you know, I'm not going to go full on sweaty and stuff, but I like thinking about, hey, how can I optimize things a little bit? And I believe the way to do this is, because you can get them as bank notes as well. Actually, no, bank notes don't really come into play here. What am I talking about? What I'm talking about is that I can't bring all of them in one go from, like, the starter place, from the mining place, to the furnace, to the anvil, right? So I think what you want to do is you want to, like, separate them up into 3 different groups. You want to first get a lot of ore. Now, 46... not that much, but, you know, probably in the future I'll get like a couple hundred and then do the steps. But I want to try the steps at least. So I think what I do now is I find a bank that is a bit close to a furnace, and I do a couple runs back and forth there. Then I put those all back in my bank, and then I do the same thing with an anvil that is also close to a bank. And I think that's fairly efficient. So there is an anvil really close here. So this run over here, this is also a bank, by the way. This is even shorter. So bank, anvil, bank, anvil. That's super easy, okay? But what I need to find is I need to find a bank that is close to a furnace. So if I look up furnace... does that not work? So I know there's a furnace, like, up... what's up here? There's a furnace there. If I search for furnace... I guess that doesn't work, but... I mean, to be fair, there is a bank right there. Bank furnace, bank furnace. Okay, so the run that I've designed for myself. Let me know, guys, if this is in any way optimal. I do know one guy who said in the comments that he did have spoilers for me as to where I could do this system. I chose not to read that. I did read the rest of the comments, but I was like, you know what? I'll come back later to the comment and see if I'm right. But I'm thinking this one is fairly efficient, at least for like the early game stuff, because copper, tin, and iron are like very easily gotten here and are very close to this bank. So I do this run over this bank, then I do this run back and forth, and then this run back and forth. And if I do that with like hundreds and hundreds of ores, I think I can make some pretty good progress. Anyway, I'm gonna go and do this run now, which I guess is quite quick. You know, I like designing the farm routes. You know, like it's fun to try and figure out, hey, what is a good farming route? And I think this one is pretty decent. Now, I'm sure there's ways to make this more optimal, but yeah, I will let you guys be the judge of that. All right, so we're at the bank. How many can I put in here? Like something like 16? No, I think it's 14. Right? And if I do this and then take 14, now it's full. Yeah, okay, so you can take 28 items in total, 14 per type. Then I go to the smelting furnace and I choose bronze bar. I can just press space, really. Cool, but I just make one, I think. Or am I making... No, I'm making many. All right. Well, here we go. This works. There we go, smithing level 4. You can now make bronze short swords, and members can make bronze dart tips, bronze wire, and bronze nails. I wish I cared about this, but unfortunately, I do not. Alright, so I will just do this run a couple more times. So I will deposit all of these. I'll put them over in here. This makes sense. And I will just do the same thing a couple more times. And then we're going to do the final run where I turn them into actual gear. This is actually kind of enjoyable. This is much better than what I used to do back in the day when I was a kid. You know, like all these long runs back and forth. Oh my god, that was terrible. And there we go, level 5. You can now make bronze scimitars, and members can make bronze arrowheads, bronze spears, and bronze hasty. There we go. Smithing is level 6. You can now make bronze longswords. Members can make bronze crossbow limbs and bronze javelin heads and convert steel felling axes. Okay, interesting. So we're almost done here. We need to create 2 more. And then I have all of my bronze bars ready to go. So what I'll obviously do is I will go over here. I will repeat the same process. Technically, I could keep these on me, really. Like, I don't need to put these back in the bank. But you know what? For completion's sake, I want to put these in the bank. So we have 46 bronze bars. So now I'll go back to the last part of the route, which, of course, we decided was... Whoa, that's the wrong button. Which we decided was going to be this run over here, which I do think feels fairly optimal. And the only thing I'm not quite sure about is what gear I want to make. So someone did comment, and it might have been the same comment, but I can't remember exactly. But someone did comment that, you know, it doesn't matter what you use the bars on for experience purposes, because the experience is determined by the bars you're using. The only upside is if you use something that requires more bars, the crafting speed of the item doesn't change. So the example he gave me, as far as I understood, is if you choose to craft 25 items all costing 1 bar, it's going to take 25 actions that all take the exact same length. But if you're crafting 5 items that take 5 bars each, the experience will be the same because it's determined by the amount of bars, but also you will be done 5 times as fast because it only requires 5 actions, and once again, they do remain the same length. So I guess in that sense, you would want to create items that are as high in bar cost as possible. But on the other hand, there is, of course, the little bit where you might want to look at the value of the item and see for how much it sells on the auction house. But I really, at this point in the game, I don't think I really make enough money off of bronze gear to be looking at the the prices and figuring out how expensive everything is. Because even if there's a big difference, I think it's going to be a marginal difference because I'm going to be moving past those like gold levels pretty soon anyway, I'm assuming. So I don't think I should care too much about it. But I guess I can take a little bit of a look if it's easy to spot the differences. Maybe I can just examine the items at the anvil and it can tell me the values because of the add-on thing. So let me take 14 of these. Wait, oh, it's actually... Oh, withdraw 14 is actually an option. Is it because I've been using it a fair amount? What is edit tags, by the way? Bronze bar tags. Append number for variation tag. Wait, if I say like 3. I'm not sure what that actually means. But because I've been using axe 14 a couple times, does it now like put 14 in here? No, dude, if that's the case, that's genius. That's absolute genius. Oh, I need a hammer as well, don't I? Wait, why am I putting 14 here, by the way? I can put way more in here. Wait, I don't need 14. I need 13 more. And a hammer, of course. So my hammer should be in this thing somewhere. My hammer. And I can grab 13 more. I guess I could do all as well, because I think it's going to fill it up till I can't fill it up anymore, and then just cancel the request to send it to my inventory. All right, these ones are busy. We'll take this one. Here we go. So I can do... No, I can't examine them from here. Okay. So, yeah, I don't think I care enough about the differences. So we'll just make a lot of... Well, let me make the classic skimmies, guys. Let's make some skimmies, okay? Here we go. Item unlocked. Actually, should I just craft every item at least once? I think I should, because it's going to unlock the items on my account, right? So, you know, we have a dagger, I think. Did we make a dagger? I'll just make a dagger. Here we go. 1 dagger. I should really choose 1 as well. And an axe. I'll just go through all of them. And a sword. And a mace. Look at all these unlocks. Beautiful. Smithing level 7. You can now make bronze full helms, and members can make bronze throwing knives. Beautiful. We have a scimitar. The warhammer we can't make yet because we need 9. But we can make a longsword. Which means that I guess I'll just continue making longswords and we'll be good. Actually, I guess... Oh, these are member things. Yeah, these are all member things. Okay, the nails are member things as well. Okay, interesting. But we can make medium helms. And we can also make a full helm. There we go. See, I would love to just be wearing this right now, you know? Like, oh, you know, I upgraded my gear. I'm almost tempted to downgrade my gear. Do I? No, I won't. Because then the Adventurer John rewards will no longer feel fun to get. Because at that point, I won't be using them anymore. But I'm a bit torn between two playstyles right now. And I will commit to what Adventurer John gives me. But, yeah. You know, I feel like I've said enough about it that I feel like it ruins progression. But, you know, I will now shut up about it, guys. You don't have to worry about me bitching about it too much anymore. Because, you know, I'm done bitching, okay? I promise. For now. There we go. Smithing level 8. You can now make bronze square shields. Wait, actually, aren't we using a bronze shield? Hold on. That's a bronze shield, isn't it? Sorry, this is a wooden shield. Wait, hold the phone. Are you guys holding your phone? I'm watching you. Hold on. We will re-equip this. Hold on. A square shield? A kite shield? Hold on, let's make a square shield. Hold on. I'm excited. Oh, no, just one is fine. It's gonna give me... Oh, it's gonna remove a bit of magic attack. The wooden shield doesn't have that. So I guess if I do magic, I should use the wooden shield. So I should probably keep it. Just for when I'm using magic. Because it doesn't take away the magic bonus. But it's giving me more bonuses towards everything else. So unless I'm doing magic, I should just run this shield. So I have an upgrade. Oh, I love it. I'm happy now, guys. Don't worry. I don't need to bitch anymore. I'm happy now. Oh, weapon stack as well. I'm so happy about that. I was so ready for this to be like, you know, a long list of gear. But weapon stack. Oh my god, guys. This game has thought of everything. Everything. Withdraw all. There we go. We have them all. So one thing that I would like to see in the mod, and I don't know if it's in there somewhere, but for the bronze mode thing, it'd be kind of cool if I could click this and I could see, hey, you have like a little check mark or something saying this is unlocked, that's unlocked, that's unlocked. Is it a big deal? No, because I can just kind of check it myself and drive it myself, and it's not difficult. But yeah, I feel like I would like that. Dude, I enjoy the process of smithing. Something about crafting all this gear and getting to make better and better gear, especially when you can then use it yourself. Oh, I love it. Smithing level 9. You can now make bronze warhammers. Alright, so a warhammer. Here we go. Every time we unlock something new, I want to make it. And it's going to end up perfectly because we have 3 left. And here we go, 3 more warhammers. So, now, of course, what I will go do is I will go to the Grand Exchange, put all of it up for sale, see if I can sell it. And then, yeah, you know, I was going to try and get everything to level 10, but you know what? I'm fine with smithing at 9, almost 10, you know. I can bump it up. I'm kind of tempted to bump it up maybe later because I really do enjoy it. I'll probably start off with some smithing next time, but I'll like cut out a lot so you guys don't have to watch me smith all this time. And I kind of want to do fishing as well. How long have I been recording for? Hour and a half almost. We can probably squeeze in. We can squeeze in some fish, guys. We can squeeze in some fish, okay? How do I unlock these slots, by the way? Because I can't put more in there. Are these member things? Because I would love to be able to put more items up for sale. Now, this isn't a big deal because I'll just put them back in my bank and I'll sell them when I'm here next time. Also, I want to verify whether the thing I was thinking about actually is true. Or like the Iron Man thing. So if I look to buy something, hold on, I'll have to remove this thing, I guess. Here we go. We have our item back. If I now go to buy and I look for steel, like a steel axe, I haven't gotten one yet. Can I click it? Are they grayed out? Wait, a steel medium helm. That one I can buy. Okay, steel medium helm. That thing is... Hold on. Let me verify this. So you guys can't see this little bit, but if I look for steel, okay. Actually, I can type it in, but it doesn't want to find it. Anyway, it doesn't matter because it's ordered, I think, sort of. Is it ordered? No, it's not ordered. Anyway, doesn't matter. I can see steel has 3 items. So if I look again in the search panel for steel, The ones I should be able to buy are the longsword. The longsword. Where's the longsword? Am I blind? Yeah. Steel longsword I can buy. Steel medium helm I can buy. And then like the chain body or whatever it was called. Chainmail. Yeah. So it is true. I can only buy. This works great because now I can buy things off the auction house or off the Grand Exchange. I keep calling it the auction house, but you know it's called the Grand Exchange. I should get used to that. And you know I can't accidentally buy the wrong stuff that I haven't yet unlocked. Dude, I love this. I love this. Okay, let me put this thing back up for sale. There we go. Bam. And now let me look into fishing a little bit. Because there's a couple of ways you can fish. You know, you can fish with small fishing nets, but also we of course got our fishing rod and some fishing bait. So if I go over to the fishing tab right now, so if I go to small net, which I'm assuming is what we have, small fishing net, we can only catch shrimp with that because the next one we haven't yet unlocked. So I could go back to shrimp and I'm fine with that, but I kind of want to try something else. So there's also rod. And we are level 5, so we can use sardines. So I'll have to find a place where there are sardines. And then from there on out, I can probably use the bait and the rod to go catch them. But now, will the map lie to me again? I know I can't trust the map fully. But I'm assuming sardines probably are somewhere around the starter area because it's level 5 fishes. And I think most places, from what I've understood, have both a net thing and a rod thing. So, you know what? I'll go back here. I'll go check here. Maybe I can actually fish with a rod here as well. Okay, so this is a fishing spot. What if I just... No, it's a net fishing spot, right? Is it just net fishing? What if I click this? I don't have a net, so I shouldn't do anything, I think. No, so here I need a net. I also see a rowboat. Is this like a members thing again? To get onto the rowboat and travel with that. I should probably talk to whoever left this boat here before rowing off in it. Oh, so maybe it is something I can engage with. Anyway, I'm gonna just go and check out a couple of these spots around here and see if any of them allow me to use my rod. Okay, so this is a rod fishing spot. Like a lure rod fishing spot. Okay, I need to have level 20 fishing here, so I can't go here either. What is over there? Oh, besides the duck that I'm apparently going to be smacking now. No, I didn't actually want to kill the duck. But you know what? Duck, you were in the wrong place at the wrong time. He says, quack. Okay, this is level 20 as well. So I need some other place now. Oh, I right-click and it says bait fishing spot. Oh, so I have to right-click. Okay. Well, that might have been at the very start as well. But I ended up all the way over here. Around Remington. Why? Don't know. Just kind of exploring until I just saw that I could right-click them. Well, I mean, I knew I could right-click them, but I thought I'd be inspecting, you know, the small net stuff. Anyway, it's fine. I will spend some time here catching some more raw sardines. Hope there's a bank somewhat close, though, because this is not an optimal place, I think. Is there a bank here? There isn't a bank here. Oh, no. I have to walk all the way up there, or... Actually, maybe there's like... Maybe they're over here as well, somewhere. The bank is very far away. Anyway, I'll worry about that later. First, let me catch as many fish as I can. Okay, there we go. Fishing level 6. Beautiful. We do have to spend bait now, but, you know, you only use one bait per fish, so it's really not that bad, I guess. And fishing level 7. You can now try fishing for guppies. Oh, guppy. So small fishing net after below Ice Mountain. So that means we'll actually have to go and do a quest first. Below Ice Mountain. Hold on, let me see. I hope we keep fishing. I think we are. I can start this quest by talking to Willow on the path south of Ice Mountain. A 2021 quest. We require 16 quest points. We have 10, I think. It also is going to cross out the things we have. So we can't... I mean, we can probably do it very soon because we need 16 quest points. We have 13, so like 1 or 2 more quests depending on how many quest points they give. Will give us that, but we also need combat level 15, or like it's I guess the requirements are hard locked, And the recommendations are like, hey, we recommend you have this, but you don't actually need it. So yeah, we'll leave that for a bit later. There are a couple of quests that are recommended here by the activity advisor as well, which I do want to look into a bit. There's Goblin Diplomacy, which sounds interesting. The Restless Ghost sounds kind of interesting. I mean, to be fair, I kind of enjoyed the idea of doing all of them, really. So, I'm going to go through all of them. But yeah, I'll figure out which one to do. I think next video, we will definitely be doing a quest again. I wanted to have a bit of a different video today where I kind of just focus a lot on skilling, learning how they work, leveling them up a little bit. And I'll probably do these kind of videos on occasion between stuff. Obviously, I won't be able to go as ham on all of the skills because, they will start slowing down massively. And I might, I'm not entirely sure about this yet, I might also start grinding a little bit off screen, just to have like a bit of a catch up, like, hey, I got like 4 levels in mining, and, I can now do these kind of things because, it's going to require a lot of just having the recording on at all times to just be, consistently looking at what I'm leveling up. And to be fair, you guys don't really have to hear me say, hey, we're level 10 now. Although I guess it's kind of fun to keep them in. So, if I can keep them in, I'll keep them in. But I think at some point pretty soon, I will swap over to also doing AFK. Well, not AFK, sorry. Off screen, off recording, grinding. And you guys will just hear me have like a bit of a, at the start of the video, I'll just tell you like, hey, I leveled up from this level to this level. So you guys know what I'm leveling without having to actually see the leveling process. Because, who really cares, right? Speaking of leveling up, there we go. Fishing level 8. 2 more levels to go, but I think I'll just keep on going until I have the full inventory, and then I'll cook up the fish, and I think at that point I'll wrap up the video. Oh, also we've been congratulated with a total level of 150, which is fun to see because I'm pretty sure it was part of this video where I got 125. So we've gained at least 25 levels across the board. Now, some of them were a lot easier to get noticed, of course, but it's nice to see that we've made quite some solid progress in this video. I mean, we've been going for 1 hour and 45 minutes, so we better. Alright, let's make a little fire over here. And let's start cooking some sardines. So here we go, all of them. And here we go. This is a burnt fish, and this is a sardine. Beautiful. And there we go, cooking level 14. Members can now brew cider and make worm crunchies. And cooking level 15. You can now cook trout. Members can cook soupy fish and prail bats. Alright. Let's see. Can we get one more level? I mean, we'll have to have a very good success rate, I think, to get another level. But I think it is possible. I mean, to be fair, this is looking kind of promising. It's looking really promising. Dude, leveling cooking is fun. Like, I'm enjoying leveling cooking because it's pretty fast. And you're kind of like just sitting here like looking like, hey, success, yes. And if you fail, it feels like not too bad, I guess, but doesn't feel optimal. Level 16. Members can now spit roast rabbit meat, cook jungle spiders, and make chocolate chip crunchies. Guys, members can make so much. All right, let's chop down this tree. We need one more log to be able to cook these last 2. Oh, hey, look. Woodcutting level 18 as well. Guys, we're making such progress. It is beautiful. It is just beautiful. All right, here we go. Let's cook the last 2. And there we go. They were both successful. We drop all the burnt fish. And that is done as well. So, that is going to be it for today, guys. We had a pretty successful leveling experience here. We leveled up attack, strength, defense, hit points. We leveled up a little bit of prayer. We leveled up the woodcutting ones. We leveled up cooking, fishing, smithing, mining. We just kind of leveled up almost every single possible ability right now. So that feels really good. Thank you so much for watching. I will be back in 2 days, guys. Just a sort of quick reminder, these videos are going out every other day. You know, and in between those videos, there's the Maple Stories series, which is, I'm well aware, is probably the least important series. It's getting a lot less viewers, and you know, obviously, this game is a bit more deep. You know, there's more to this game. So this is definitely like the main series going on right now. But Maple Story is filling out the content. So if you're looking for something to watch, you know, there is still those like short Maple Story videos coming out every other day as well. So I'm just alternating them for the foreseeable future. And yeah, I hope to see you guys again next time. Have a wonderful day. And I don't know how I'm going to finish this sentence, but bye-bye.